Welcome to Deaf and Dumb. I'm Dan.
And I'm Dudley.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
How was your week?
It was good.
It was good.
I had to wrap my nose there.
Thank you.
Hey, you're welcome. Oh, just for you. It was good.
Yeah.
Yep, that's it.
There's something floating in my water.
Oh, that's gross. We're off to a great start this episode.
Come here.
Are you going to be fighting with this all episode now?
We played a lot of games this week.
Yeah, fair amount.
Yeah. We started off...
I wouldn't say a lot.
A lot compared to what
can't
you
feel
have
a
been
lot
playing.
With these games.
Yes. The...
You still fiddling with your water?
Yeah, it's sinking now. It's
just
sinking.
drink it.
It's sinking.
Yeah.
So... we had game night with Gary.
Yes.
And we
played
with
Clank.
him and his brother. We played Clank again.
Another round of Clank.
Another round of Clank.
Becoming a regular favorite.
Yes, I like it a lot.
I do too.
Yeah.
Though I can't win.
Well, you came close.
Came close. I thought I had it this time.
I did better. Last time, if y'all recall, I lost really badly. Got no points.
Yeah.
And this time, we flipped the board.
Yeah.
It's a double-sided board. The back side is a more difficult dungeon. And it's a little different, and it's got like... the marketplace is spread out, and there's really only one path to get out, really. Yeah. And it's a lot more constrained.
Like
in
one
the
way in, one way out.
Yeah.
And very difficult.
Yeah, I started off pretty clever, in my opinion. We got lucky because one of the cards that we started out with was a device that allows you to teleport.
Yes.
So it's a one-off teleport to an adjacent space.
Yeah.
Well, which allowed me to move in a space or two and then use it to jump through what is normally a one-way path.
Yeah.
To jump over, to basically go out what is normally the only way out of the dungeon.
Sorry about that.
And so I was able to, like, backdoor my way into...
So you took the back entrance.
I took the back entrance. I took the rear entry.
The rear entry? Did you like the rear entry?
Yes, it was very nice.
I guess you hadn't had the front entry, so you didn't know what...
I guess I didn't know what I was missing.
Yeah. I have to say, the front entry is pretty nice.
Yeah. Well, it allowed me to kind of get down further, deeper into the dungeon fairly quickly.
Yeah.
To the point that I went through a kind of a hazardous path, kind of fought my way through, and I was getting tons of health potions, so I really, even though if I was taking damage, I was able to heal it fairly quickly. So I was doing fairly well. I was not really in a lot of danger. Yeah. And then I was all the way at the bottom of the dungeon, and I got all the way to the 30-point artifact, which is the most valuable one, and then someone screwed me over.
I did not screw you over.
Yes, you did.
You proceeded
because
me screwing you over would have to be contingent on me knowing that I did it.
That you don't have to be aware that you're screwing someone over to screw them over.
Yeah.
So
yes, you do. I mean, it's not screwing over. That is just a consequence of my action that was unintentional.
Yeah. I went through a way, and there's kind of a pathway that gets you into where the large 30-point victory point artifact is, and it's kind of a one-way in, and then if you come out, you can come out into a marketplace.
Yeah.
And so my plan was, I had it all planned out. I was going to go through, work my way through it, get that, go into the marketplace, purchase a key, which allows me to exit through another way in the marketplace, and then make my way out.
Yeah.
Fairly easily.
Yeah.
So I got all the way down to there, got the 30-point artifact, went into the next room, and it took me a little longer because I had a couple of turns where I didn't get any boots, so I couldn't move, and so I'm
sorry, I'm tickled my throat all of a sudden.
But then there was only 2 keys to be purchased.
Yeah.
Well, someone already bought the first one.
Josh.
Yeah, and so there was only one left. Well, you were about to make a purchase, but I'm like, it's fine. He's going to buy the crown, which gives him victory points. That's the better move for him. He doesn't need the key. And then suddenly, out of nowhere, you change your mind and buy a key.
Because the path I changed my mind, I needed a key.
Yeah, but you didn't have to go that way.
I had to if I wanted to get out faster.
So you took the only key that was left.
Yes.
So I had to basically backtrack my way out, which basically kept me from winning. Because while I ended up with only 1 point less than you, if I had been able to continue with my plan, I would have gotten out. I would have gotten the extra 20 points, and that would have put me in contingents to possibly winning. But you messed me up, and so I still got above ground. I still got all my points. I just was not able to get all the way.
You weren't able to get out.
I was never really in a lot of danger. I did fairly well. It wasn't until right at the end that I started getting hurt a lot because the danger. The dragon was angry.
Yeah.
And then, did you get out first?
Yes, I got out first.
Yeah.
I thought I had it. I did really well. I got a bunch of small artifacts and then like two small artifacts, but I got a bunch of other stuff to add points, and I had a lot of points in my hand.
Yeah.
So I thought I had it.
Yeah.
And I got out and I had 89 points, which is one less than what John had the last time we played, and that's what he won with. I was like, I got this. I mean, that was a high point, so...
I had like 88, right?
Yeah.
I was 1 point behind you.
You were 1 point behind me. But Gary didn't make it out at all.
Gary didn't make it out.
Yeah.
Gary did what I did last time.
Yeah, so. He stayed... He went too deep and couldn't get back out.
Yeah, he got a lot of bad... he got a lot of draws.
Yeah.
And he got... Basically, at one point...
he died because you drew...
I didn't draw, you did.
Well, someone drew...
You did.
For...
You drew them.
I don't remember who drew it. Drew 3 or 4...
3. It was 3. He had 3 health left.
And he was on his way out. He was 1 away from getting out.
And you drew 3 cubes that were all his.
Yes.
And killed him.
Yes.
So
I didn't do it intentionally.
Yeah, but
it's a mystery grab.
It is your fault.
Not my fault. But in my defense, he did steal one of the monkeys, and I wanted the monkeys. Okay. So I was going to get those monkeys, and he got them. Which would have also put me tied if I had one more monkey.
Josh had a lot of points.
He had 94.
Was it that? I couldn't remember how much. I knew it was a bit higher than us.
Yeah, he had 94. So if I had gotten another monkey, I would have tied with him.
If you had not bought the key, I would have got out and would have won. So, we can do this all day.
No.
Speculate. What if? But,
no, I think it was pretty solid. I thought I was going to win. I got all the way out, and I was the first one out.
Yeah.
And everyone else was way below ground.
Yeah.
And Josh, I was like, he's playing with fire because he went back down and then out again. I was like, man. And he made it to the... He didn't make it out. Oh, I think he did make it out. He made it all the way out, which is probably why he won because he had so many points.
Yeah.
And then,
we talked about a game came out last week that I assumed Ham was going to hit.
Yeah.
The new game from Software.
From Software.
Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. Well, you had talked about getting it.
I was going to get it,
and then you didn't get it.
I didn't get it because money ended up being tight this month, so I didn't buy it.
You didn't get it. So I was like, well, nobody's got it. So somebody needs to buy it.
Yeah, so we can talk about it.
I kept looking at it going, I'm going to buy it. So I bought it. I went, I think Monday or Tuesday, and purchased it. And... because I was house sitting for the girlfriend, and so I was like, I had my PlayStation, and I'll just buy a copy and play it. And I was kind. I bought a physical copy.
Yeah, so that I could play later.
You could actually take it and play it.
Though you didn't want to buy a physical copy.
I was originally
I just want to buy digital.
Yeah,
and I'm like, no, digital is not the future.
Physical
copies. That's what you want.
No,
you want to have your library.
I want to be able to just download it and have it and play. That was my plan. But you're
like,
no,
they're not going that way. They're all physical copy all the time.
Yeah. Sure. That's totally
the future.
You still buy CDs?
I never bought CDs. I've only bought
you still buy
3
VHS?
CDs in my entire life.
VHS? How about VHS? Do you still get VHS?
Yeah, every once in a while.
Every once in a while.
Yeah, you gotta pick up one.
You gotta have tape. You gotta have something you can wind, right?
Yeah. I watched a VHS not too long ago.
Okay. What was it?
This was a couple of months ago. We had gone back to my girlfriend's home. Well, I should say my fiance. I proposed to her a week
last week. And you kept saying your girlfriend.
I kept saying my girlfriend.
And I was looking at you, going, "She's gonna."
She was, and I was gonna bring it out, but I didn't. But anyway, my fiance. We went to my fiance.
My fiance.
If you don't say so. We went back to her hometown, and we were staying at one of her friends. And in the spare bedroom, they had a TV with a VCR, and then they had all these Disney movies.
I knew it was going to be a Disney movie.
Of course it was.
I knew it.
Because they had like a 2 or 3 year old.
Yeah.
And, they have a 2 or 3 year old niece.
Okay.
And so when she comes over, they have these Disney movies for her to watch. Yeah. And so we were like, we haven't watched any of these in a long time, so we took them out and started watching.
What did you watch?
We watched The Jungle Book.
Okay.
And then we also watched Aladdin.
Aladdin's probably one of my favorites.
Aladdin's pretty good.
I'm open to the new one.
Yeah, I am too.
The
new trailer, I'm like, this actually looks... At first I was like, I don't know.
Like, at first I was like, when I heard about it, I was like, no, I don't give a shit. I'm not watching this movie. And then the trailer came out for the teaser.
Yeah.
And it was like...
The Will Smith?
Okay. Well, no, this is Will Smith. They didn't even show him. It was just like bird flying over the desert, diamond in the rough thing. Yeah. And I was like, that's kind of cool. Mm-hmm. It looks kind of cool. I like that movie a lot. Mm-hmm. And then, it looks like it could work. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Well, when they first showed Will Smith, it was kind of rough.
It was weird.
It looked weird. But they've since rallied and put out a pretty good trailer. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to go see this. Yeah. But anyway, I digress. Yeah. And so that's why I watched VHS tapes.
Anyway, so we got way off topic. I bought Sekiro from Software.
Yes. From Software.
From Software. Mm-hmm. And it's really good.
Yeah,
I haven't played it a lot because of time, but and somebody else. We'll get to the other game that we both. No.
I like how you said that. Plus time. As if that explains all.
It does. Everyone understands.
I could say I haven't played it because obligation.
Because time. I only have so much time, and because. There was another game that also came out last week, I believe.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll get to that. That we also got, and I got to playing it. Mm-hmm. So, but Sekiro, let's talk about it. It's really good.
Yeah.
I mean, I expect it to be good. It's from Software.
From Software.
It's from Software.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird because it feels there's a lot of elements that are Dark Souls, like a Souls game. Yeah. The menu's kind of similar, the load screens, everything's kind of very Dark Souls. It's obviously built in the same engine. Mm. It obviously has, they built on the same framework. But the first thing that felt really weird when I started the game, I thought, this is not a Souls game, is that how maneuverable you are right out the gate. Okay. Like in Dark Souls, usually you're heavy and wearing armor, unless you just max out your stats in your agility and stuff. Yeah. You don't move very quickly. Mm-hmm.
Even when you do get
when you do. But you don't,
you
jumping.
Have quick reactions.
Yeah, you have fast reactions and stuff, but there's no, jumping, not really a thing in Souls. You run and you hop over things, gaps and stuff.
And most of it's kind of
yeah, exactly. It's very sluggish. It's very kind of this game is not like that. Yeah. One, you can jump 5 straight up. Just boom, you jump. Mm-hmm. You can wall kick and grab the ledges.
Wall kick?
Yeah, run up and kick off.
Wall kick.
Wall kick.
Wall kick.
That's what I said.
Sure.
Okay. You can kick off walls and grab ledges. Mm-hmm. You can hang on ledges and move along them. Okay. You can like any normal stealth game, you can press up against walls and move along walls and stuff, and look around corners and stuff. So it emphasizes stealth. But then just how fast you move is really weird when you're used to the other Souls games. Yeah. It was alarming. I was like, I'm so fast. Mm-hmm. But the game is hard.
Yeah.
It's really hard.
Well, that's to be expected.
Yeah, and it's I think it's harder in some ways than the other. I think I'm trying to not treat it like a Souls game. Yeah. Because from what I gathered, it's very different, and that there was some fuzz. I'm sorry.
That would make me self-conscious about my microphone. Is there fuzz on your line?
I went into it thinking Souls games are hard, but I'm used to them. I'm acclimated. Yeah. Now, This one, I kind of tried not to treat it like I tried to play it like this is a new game.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to start doing things I did in Souls games that aren't compatible with the way this game plays, which is very different.
Yeah.
It's very much about sneaking in and stealth killing people. It also has this whole thing. Who thing? Who's got
that who thing?
You break their posture. Like
okay,
as you attack
kind of the parlay thing, maybe.
Parry.
Parlay.
You heard what I said. That's a conversational thing. A parry. It's not. You do parry, but it's more of a you fill up a meter and then you can do a death blow type thing. So basically,
so combo.
What you're doing is you're trying to break their posture, their stand, so that you can sweep in and kill them. And like one shot.
Get in that weak spot.
Yeah, exactly. And then if you just like jump off a building onto someone, you just immediately get it, kind of thing. If you stealth kill them, you just kill them. Now there are like stronger like bosses, if you want, or micro bosses who have you have to do multiple kills. Attacks to kill them. They'll have like a little thing on their health bar. You have to do kill strikes more than once to kill them, and those guys are hard. But it's really weird because of the maneuverability, and you have a grappling hook. Like you have a prosthetic arm, and you have a grappling hook. And I don't know if I explained what the theme of this game is at all, but I think everyone knows. You're a shinobi, so you're a ninja, in like kind of feudal Japan type thing. There's samurais, and you're this like ninja guy, and you get your arm cut off. Spoilers if you watch the trailer, you know this.
I just assumed he didn't have an arm.
No,
from the beginning.
You start the game with arms and arms plural, and then you end up with arm.
Yeah.
So you get the prosthetic, which is upgradable, and the first thing it has is a grappling hook.
Yeah.
Which is also really weird in a Souls game because, like, you're walking along and there's like a little thing, an indicator pops up, like like you expect in a lot of games, where you can just like hook shot yourself and pull yourself up onto a building. And so you get up on rooftops, and which you never do in Dark Souls unless you like go up a ladder and then jump down. Well, there's no upward motion without climbing in Dark Souls.
Well, Dark Souls, you gotta have a ladder.
Yeah, you gotta have a ladder or stairs or something, and then you come down to get on top of things. No, this is like you get up above people. You're up in the trees. It's really cool, and then it's really fun to see From Software branching out in these kind of weird new ways, kind of making a pretty different game, but still kind of hold on to the way they make games.
Very difficult.
Yeah, really hard. So I'm not very far in it, but I really like it. It's beautiful. It's got a cool aesthetic. There's giant black chickens that are a pain in the ass. There's these huge, like, man-sized chickens that with, like, black feathers. And I guess they're more like turkeys, but they look more like chickens. They look like giant chickens, and they are aggressive. And if you come near them, they attack you, and I don't like them.
Is it because they're just aggressive chicken, or are you coming into an area after Link has been there and he's whacked a bunch of chickens and they're all swarming on him?
Up to a point, I had only seen like one just sitting up on somewhere, like on a ledge somewhere, and I'm like, what is that? The first time I saw it, I didn't know what it was. I was like, is that like an ostrich or something? What is that? And I get up and it's like this giant chicken thing.
Yeah.
And I killed it and it charged me, and I'm like, oh shit. And it's not hard to kill. They flap at you and they knock you down. Well, later on, I was going in a castle, which, here's another weird thing, is I'm part of the game I'm in right now is a memory from 3 years ago that I'm gone back to, but I don't have my arm. It's like I'm revisiting my memory. It's like traveling to another, you use the bonfire to travel somewhere. It's just like that, except you're traveling to this memory of an event that happened 3 years ago. But any stuff like resources I get, I can bring back with me, and I have the prosthetic arm. So it doesn't make sense, but it's really weird. So it's like I'm revisiting my memories, but I don't know.
That is weird.
It is weird, but apparently something happened I don't remember. So there's all
you don't remember, or it like as in the character doesn't remember.
The character
or
does not remember.
You did it and you just don't remember.
No, the character does not remember.
Okay.
So yeah, it's really weird. But
I have a little bit of a news thing that ties into Sekiro.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna say there's like a little patch, like a hen house or something. There were like 4 or 5 of these chicken things, and I was like murdering them all because I hate them.
Yeah.
But man, it's cool.
So one of the items you can make your hand is a shield.
Yeah, it's like an umbrella shield. I haven't got it yet, but I've seen it.
A guy made a real one.
Yeah, I saw that.
Did you look at the video?
Yeah, it's like they shot firecrackers and stuff at him.
I got something in my eye now.
I
am like afflicted today.
Well, allergies.
It got cold.
Yeah.
It wasn't cold 2 days ago, and then today it's cold. Yeah. Or yesterday it got cold. It's messed me up. Welcome to Texas. Where weather just screws you over constantly.
Yep.
But anyway, this guy, I have his name. Let me find it real quick so I can credit him. Colin Furs.
Yeah, he does like
he does little inventions and stuff. He's an inventor, and he made an umbrella shield that actually folds out.
Yeah,
it's not very quick. Did you watch the part where it opens?
No, I just saw them. Like,
it's more like so in the game it's like and it's done.
Oh yeah.
In the real life they go done. And then the first video, he had 2 videos. The first one, he first made it, it didn't close all the way. Like it got so far and got stuck. And then he opened it up. But yeah, it's pretty neat.
Yeah, I haven't got practical. That yet. So far, I've gotten you get a the first thing you get is like a shuriken thrower thing, so you can like throw shurikens.
Yeah,
which I haven't really used. And then you have the grappling hook, which is like just the base feature. And then I got a fire launcher thing. It shoots like a burst of flame or something, kind of like a burst fire thing. Which I just got it, so I haven't actually used it. And then I also have like a thing that I'm holding a big axe. Oh yeah, it's a shield buster type thing, which I found it, but you have to go and have it like the guy who gave you the prosthetic. You have to get him to install the upgrades, and so I got it, and then I hadn't gotten around to adding it, and I was like, man, these guys with these shields are like impossible to kill. And then I was like, yeah. Same thing is like the level up system is different. Yeah. Like you gain experience and stuff. Like skill points as you play and you fight that you spend to get like upgraded abilities and maneuvers. But then you have like sin, which is like money as a currency that you spend on stuff, and then but otherwise there's no like souls. I mean, you lose your money when you die. You lose certain amounts of it. But I'm not sure what all you spend it on. I know you can buy it. You have to use these to use your prosthetic arm. You have to spend these. I forget what they call these weird little thing. You only have so many. It's like an ammo that you can only use so many times. But you find them laying around. But then also you can buy them by going back to the shrine, which is the bonfire of this game. Yeah, and it's cool. I'm enjoying like seeing another theme and another take of a Souls game, but it's also breaking the mold of the Souls game. Yeah, and I'm really excited. I'm really liking it. I'm gonna probably try to play it some more today if our other game doesn't haul me back. And we'll get back to that one in a minute. Yeah, I want to talk about a couple of other games we played first. Our cousins were in town, Cuzley and Cuzrin. They were here, and we played Joking Hazard with them. Which I don't know. It's we've played it enough that we've seen all the cards. It's kind of getting less funny. It is getting less funny, but because also I think the mood was off a little bit, but also like the combinations weren't coming together, and then also like you said, we've seen all the cards more than once, so it's kind of like either we stop playing or you need to get more expansion for it. You need to get some fresh cards in there. Probably need some new cards for it because they have expansions. They just don't have them, so it was fine. Yeah. And then we played MarPar, Super MarPar. Mario Party with our cousins, and that game is bullshit.
First off, it's complete bullshit.
Well, okay, let's back up. First, we played. There's a rhythm game, like a stage performance. So you got to do stuff in time, with the rhythm, and which is a lot of fun and exhausting. I actually thought it might be something fun we could play for a YouTube video.
Yeah.
But it requires kind of like you got to be on beat, and then that's just.
It was funny watching them play because
everyone's doing this. They're all like.
Everyone except for Cameron wasn't doing it. She was just sitting there going, and everyone else was like.
Everyone else was like. Oscillating to the beat. So, and it basically just gives you like 4 random little quick mini games, one right after the other, and each one is all about timing. So it's whether it's swinging a bat or pulling a cloth out from under glasses or riding a horse or jumping on there or hitting something with a hammer. They're all like just simple motions. It's all motion controlled, and it's a lot of fun. It's also exhausting. Mm-hmm. Especially if you do the remix version, which you do like 3 or 4 of them, and then it's like one more time, and you go through them all again, except it's faster.
Yeah, this time faster.
Yes.
I wanted to do it 3rd time. After y'all finished the faster one, you're like, oh. And it was really fast. And I was like, come back. Faster! And you just go again.
Oh, man. Yeah.
I was just exhausted by the end of it.
My girlfriend Sky and I played it. When I first got it, we played it. And we about wore ourselves out playing it a bunch of times. And we were just like, okay. And I don't think she didn't care for the remix version where you have to do it again faster. She said she did not.
She was wore out by then.
She was not a fan. Also, I kept beating her. I think that was part of the album. But it's a lot of fun, and then we decided to do the
regular board game,
the classic Mario Party board game.
Yeah,
and
we did 10 rounds.
Yeah,
or 10 turns.
It does feel like bullshit. Doesn't it?
Complete. Every time I've played it twice now, and both times the results were bullshit. And there's always a point when in the game where it's
would you feel differently if you had won?
No, I don't think so. But I don't know. I haven't won. But both times I played, there's a point in the game where it's like, all right, prediction time. Yeah. And they come out and say, here's who we gonna get. It's gonna be this person. They're gonna win 80% of the chance. And we're like, okay. And both times they were right.
Yeah.
And both times they were like, those person was way behind. And I just felt like it just started like, this person's gonna win. And then it's like, here's all the things to win. Here you go. You got on this spot.
The order on that game changes constantly and rapidly. Sometimes you can be far back and then...
No, it doesn't. I was almost last the entire game. Don't give me this bullshit that, the order changes. Yeah, the first player and the second player change all the time. Oh, it's constantly changing.
It is.
No, it's not.
I was in first and second a lot.
The entire game.
That's not true. There was a point in time where you were in third.
Yeah, exactly. And there was nothing I could do about it. I was just like, all right. And that's kind of where I'm at on that game. It's like, it's fun. The mini games are fun. But I don't think the board game deal is well balanced. Or
I don't know. It's either not very well balanced or so random. Like in the way that
it literally predicts who's going to win, and then that person who at the time it predicted was last.
Yeah, that's when you weren't last.
When I wasn't last, it was predicted that Ashley was going to win, and she was dead last. And then, and
well, yeah,
she won.
We were also playing the board that's pretty crazy in that it's called K-Max Treasure or something like that. It's the gold map. And it has a randomized pricing for the stars.
Yeah.
So it could be 5, 10, or 15. And it's just random how much it is each time someone buys one or each time someone hits a button, basically.
Yeah.
And you can purchase multiple stars if you have the money. At least at the beginning, you can purchase 2 stars for most of the game. And then after they do a prediction and after you get into the last quarter of the game, then you can purchase up to 3 stars, which is ridiculous. And it's the small boards and the star doesn't move, but you come around, if you have a bunch of money, you can just jump ahead really easily.
I think I ended up third.
Yeah, I think you ended up third.
I think I ended up third. But the only reason I did because I had so much money from not getting stars, I was able to buy 3 stars, and still I had 5 stars, but that wasn't good enough.
Yeah,
because everyone else had
I thought I might win because I was only one star. No, I was matched with Ashley on stars and star counts, but she had a little more money. So she was ahead of me, but then we went into the bonus star stuff, which is always random.
More bullshit.
Which criteria that you randomly get that determines who gets a star is random. Because I think in earlier versions it was always whoever had the most coins or whoever had the most whatever, and it was kind of certain things that always happened. This one is two random criteria that they just throw out there, and the two random ones they gave us was
most allies,
which was Ashley. So
she had 3.
She had 3, so she got. I got 1 right at the end of the game, and that was it. And that was just because I want one. I'm gonna grab it.
Everyone else only had 1,
and so there was no chance of me getting. I was like, well, okay, so that put her ahead. And then the second one was bad luck. Whoever landed on the most red space, there were bad luck spaces.
Which no one did.
No one did, so we all got one.
Which
means nothing. So that means she got the one extra bonus, and then, and that was that. So it was fun.
It was fun.
I think it's...
The result is nonsense.
I think
it's just nonsense.
I think they were very clever to add a bunch of other ways to play the games. You can just go play random mini games.
Yeah.
You can do the rhythm game. There's also some other, little areas where you can. There's one that's like a bracket type. You're floating down the river and you're doing games to get points to keep going down the river, and it splits off into a dozen different diverging tracks, and you end up at a different thing. And so you're rowing down a river, instead of playing on a board game.
I don't think that's the same game.
It's in the game. It's the same game.
I don't think you're talking about the same thing.
Yes,
I've never seen this.
Well, yeah, because we haven't played it. I played it with Sky, and that was that. And there's some other stuff. I think I've unlocked more stuff I haven't even checked out yet. But it's fun. I think the board game model is a little
broken.
I don't know, broken. It's very random, and it seems to favor
whoever's in a certain spot.
Yeah, it's really
at a certain
strange.
point in the game.
Yeah,
and then that's it.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's move on. I don't want to talk about I don't want to talk about MarPar anymore.
Yeah.
I bought a new game.
Yes.
And I wasn't planning to because money was tight, and I was like, I went all week looking at it, and I was like, I really want to play this.
Yes.
We talked about it a little bit last week. Satisfactory.
Yes.
Is in early access. Mm-hmm. It came out a little bit ago.
Yeah.
I think last week.
Yeah.
Or so, and it was $30, so I bought it.
Yeah.
And I like it.
Yeah. After you got it, I had already been thinking about getting it, but then I was like, I'm going to put it on hold because I bought Sekiro. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to get it.
Yeah.
And then you went and bought it.
Yes.
And I was like, now I want it because
because you're that kind of person.
I am that kind of person. Mm-hmm. So I went and bought it. Mm-hmm. And as well, and I've been playing it all weekend instead of playing Sekiro.
Let me break down the game. So the game is you're a guy. You land on a planet. You're working for this corporation.
Yeah,
that's getting resources
Fixco.
from. Yeah, Fixco. Fixico.
Fix it.
And they're coming on the planet, and it's got this underlying tone of we're coming just to fuck up shit and steal all the resources.
Yeah.
And even all the machines in it are smoking and sparking, and it's just like, this can't be good. And it's kind of vague on what your ultimate goal is.
Uh-huh.
But it's like you got to build this thing to achieve the objective.
Yeah.
And so the whole thing is kind of a Ark meets Satisfactory.
Yeah. If you take the overall aesthetic, the look and feel of Ark and the gameplay of Ark, minus the survival bits.
And it's all, and you're building factories like you do in Satisfactory.
Yeah.
Less blocky, more just pointing.
Yeah, you just plopping down structures and tying conveyor belts together.
And it's pretty good. So you start out, you're just chipping away, doing everything manually, and then you can build your hub, and then you can build all these little things, and eventually you get to where you're little machine doing it for you.
Yeah, so you start automating things.
And there are milestones.
Yeah.
And so the milestones are you have to collect certain items.
Yeah.
Certain materials, and then when you load them into the hub, it will upgrade and you go into the next tier.
Yeah.
So you start at tier 0, which has like 6 sections.
Yeah, you're just building your hub.
That builds your hub, and once you get it built up, then you go into the real tiers.
And then it
kind of branches out and lets you choose what you want to upgrade.
Oh yeah, and you get like instead of building onto your hub, you're just like launching resources. Yeah. You're gathering resources to put it on a ship, and it launches off of your hub, goes up into space, and then like a few minutes later, it comes back down and lands, and then you can send more stuff. And I'm on tier 3 and 4 now.
I haven't got to 3 and 4. I'm on tier 1 and 2, but I built the space elevator.
That's what I did. I built it. It's huge.
It's massive.
It's so big. I was trying to gather the resources because it takes a lot of stuff.
Yeah. And that's all I did today, actually, when I was playing.
Yeah.
I spent like 2 hours, and all I was doing was just like, okay, I'm going to build this.
That's what I was doing this morning. And I had everything automated and building and cranking out materials. And then I was like, you can always select stuff, and I was like, well, I want to see what it's like. Because I was planning to move my base. Mm-hmm. I was in a spot that I was kind of didn't have a whole lot of room, and I was like, right over this hill is this big open space, and it's kind of more centrally located between my resources. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to start building a platform there, a foundation, and I'm going to move everything.
Yeah.
And so while I'm gathering resources, I've started building this platform. I was like, well, I'll just plan to put the space elevator right there in the middle, and I'll build everything around it.
Yeah.
And I was like, so I put like a 9x9 foundation, and then got up in a tower, and I loaded the blueprint of the space elevator, and I'm like, I can't see what I'm looking at. Mm-hmm. So I get up. It wasn't until I got up in a tower so I could get a big bird's eye view, and then hit it, and I'm like, this thing is huge.
Yeah,
it was
very
way bigger. It was like, well, if I put that here, it'll fill up the whole area I was going to build. Mm-hmm. So I moved it over a little way, stuck it there, and now I've actually, after I got it built, and I built the big foundation, and I've moved.
See, I haven't done any of that.
I've migrated everything.
I just have stuff all built around. So I have like my hub, and I have 3 machines going, building the 3 basic material items or construction material, and then I got resources feeding into them, and they're just going.
Yeah.
And then off in one spot, I got a collector that's collecting limestone for concrete, and then over in another section. I
was doing the limestone pretty manually. I had little portable ones you plop down. I had 2 of them going, just right there, building it. And
well, you don't need it as much as some of the other ones, so there's less need for it. But I put up a factory deal, and I ran a power line to it. Yeah. And it's just mining it and sticking it in a container. Yeah. And so but first time I went and get it, I had like 500 limestone. Yeah. So I was just like, all right. And I was running back and forth doing that, but now, like, I have the space elevator, which is massive. I have this huge foundation laid out, and I moved my hub, I moved my little workbench, I'm laying it out where I want to, and I have, like, all the, I have my iron deposit being fed in, and I have it running into a smelter that smelts it, and then it goes into a storage container, but then that storage container feeds into a splitter that runs into 2 different constructors. Yeah. That one's building one thing, one's building another, which I actually changed it because I was, normally you're building like plates and rods, and those are your basic metal materials. Well, I had it building, one was building rods, one was also building rods, but it fed into a second constructor making screws. Yeah, screws. Because I needed rods and screws to build the next. I had them feeding into an assembler that was taking those 2 materials to build the next upgrade for my elevator thing. Yeah. See, I haven't sent anything in the elevator yet.
That's what I just finished it. I just finished the first shipment or whatever.
So it seems like so far the whole game is go gather these things, build stuff so you can gather more things, and then you're sending those things out. And then like the milestones, first you're sending it by ship, and then eventually you're going to be sending it by the elevator. Yeah. And then I don't know what happened.
I don't know either. I just got the tier 3 and 4, and I was just looking at what those were, and I was like, I need to stop and eat some food and get ready to do this show. Yeah. So I stopped there. But some of the stuff that I see coming, it looks cool.
It's fun. I'm enjoying it. Yeah. I'm probably going to do a breakdown and reorganize.
Yeah.
But
it's nice. It's worth it. Like if you can find a nice spot and
yeah.
I found a broken piece of machinery. Did I tell you about this?
No.
Just over a hill from away from my base, I found a bunch of broken machinery, and it was sparking and stuff. Mm-hmm. And there was some resources laying around. I got some motors, which I don't even know how to build yet.
Yeah.
But I have some now because I found them laying there. And then I also got there was a thing there that you can open. Mm-hmm. And I was like, what? And it requires power to open. Mm-hmm. So I brought a generator over there and plopped it down and had to do a bunch of stuff to get it running and get it hooked up. Mm-hmm. And I was able to open it.
Yeah.
And I got a thing in it that I had to research. It's really cool. I was like, what is this? Mm-hmm. I was like, I thought, there's not much around it. They're just animals.
Yeah.
But I was walking on, I saw something smoking, and I'm like, what is that? And I'm like, it's just some stuff here.
Yeah. That's one thing I haven't done a lot. I started doing it a little bit recently, was exploring.
Yeah. I started doing a lot of exploring because I was waiting on the big machinery running.
Yeah, and I did that, but then I ran into a dog that spits fire.
Yeah, I fought one.
Yeah, I did too later, but I was like, that's kind of scary. Mm-hmm. That does a lot of damage.
Oh, I just remembered, because I went exploring to get the carapaces. Carapax? Is that what you call it? The armor on the little
carcass thing?
You can research it. Well, you need 10 of them to get the next level of research.
Yeah,
I went around and found some and killed them, and I got 10, but I forgot to put it in the researcher. I just forgot what I was doing. So I need to go back and figure out what that does.
I've only researched one of them, so I need more to do anything else.
It's really fun.
Yeah, it's really good.
Really addictive, as these kind of games can be.
I'll probably be playing it for the rest of the week.
Yeah, I want to play it, but I also have Sekiro, which I really want to play.
You should go play Sekiro, and I'll play...
we need to try out the multiplayer, because it does have multiplayer.
It's funny, if you read the frequently asked questions and stuff, it's like, does it have multiplayer? And it's like, yeah, it does. We support 1 to 4, but... Don't let us stop you. You can do more than 4-player multiplayer. It's just... It probably will break.
Yeah.
Literally, it will probably crash. But just, don't let it stop you. We support 1 to 4.
Yeah.
And I think the way it works is just like, you open up your game, someone hops into it. So it's not like a separate game.
No. It would be fun to start one together and then both be like fighting for spaces or something like that, building their own things. Or maybe you can only build one thing. I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess we should get in and try it out.
Yeah.
But,
all right. Shall we switch over to news?
I guess. Sure.
You don't even care.
I could talk more, but I have some news I read and thought was interesting. Yes. And it's probably on your news too, but I don't care.
Yeah, I'm looking at your list, and yes, they are.
I just saw this. Valve teases their new VR headset that they're coming out with.
They're coming out.
They just posted an image. It's kind of hard to see what it looks like.
Exactly, it's very shadowy.
Yeah, it's very dark, and you see it's got cameras on the front.
Better lighting.
It's got some camera on the front. And but it's called the Valve Index.
That's what they're it's supposedly it's going to be called. That's the speculation. I don't think it's officially.
It's written on there.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, if you look at the image,
it says
see it. Valve Index.
Okay.
I
didn't see that.
But all that only information out there, that image, and it says May 2019. So
I assume that means they'll have more details. Yeah, I doubt it's coming out May 2019.
My guess is that it has to be their own kind of maybe cheaper Vive headset type thing, but I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm excited to see what I'm hoping it's a cheaper one. Then maybe I can have one.
Yeah. I wonder. I bet you it's going to be like a small, easier to not less hardware intensive.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know. Like I could be. I'm speculating. I don't really know at all. But I'm interested to see what they come out with.
Yeah. Yeah, there was that. That was one of the things I was on my new list. But they also announced the Sega Genesis. It's coming.
That was the other thing I had written down. Yeah.
So Sega Genesis Mini.
Yes.
Is coming out.
Mm-hmm.
it has a hand. It doesn't have that many games compared to some of the
40?
other. Yeah, huh?
40?
Oh, really?
It's
Is it
going to
that
have 40
many?
games. That's what it said.
Well, I guess I misread.
Yeah, it only listed some, but it said it was going to have 40 games.
Okay. Well,
and I looked at the list. The only one I knew was Sonic.
Yeah.
I didn't know anything else.
We didn't play Sega.
Yeah, we had
and it might be a good time to do it if it's affordable.
We had a friend who had one once who brought it over, and you
gotta talk into the mic.
I know how to do it. We had a friend who had one and brought it over, and we played it once.
Yeah, I think I played one of the
Sonic games before, but that's it. That's the only. I looked at all the other games. I'm like, there was a Castlevania game, and I've heard of Castlevania, and I've seen the other games.
It's on other systems,
but I don't know what that one is.
It might be worth getting just because I've never played any of them. So
yeah. Well, it comes out in September.
As long as it's not like $60 or something.
September,
or $100 like the
September
PlayStation
19th,
was.
It's coming out. So you can get it and try it out, and I'll play yours.
Nah, we'll see.
Yeah.
That's close to our birthday, so.
Yeah.
A month away.
I got this weird callus.
Why? You're talking about your callus on the show?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's gross.
I'm probably going to
moving on. They announced a new Mario and Sonic at the Olympics game.
Huh. Wait, is the game called Mario and Sonic at the Olympics?
Yes.
Or they announced a new Mario Sonic game at the Olympics?
The Olympics?
Is there an Olympics going on right now?
No.
Oh.
Then
I guess it's the first
year.
Yeah. I guess it's the first thing I said.
Everyone else knew that.
I didn't know.
No one, you just completely oblivious. When's the next Olympics, Daniel?
I don't know.
Next year.
When was the last one?
4 years ago. Well, 3 years ago. It's every 4 years.
There was a winter one, right?
It's every 4 years.
Yeah, but there was like a winter. They alternate winter.
Yeah, exactly, but it's still every 4 years.
No, but it's like every 2 years we get one.
I don't know.
But they're alternated. They're like brackets. You know, you get a Winter Olympic, and then 2 years later you get a summer one, and 2 years later you get a winter. And isn't that how it works? I don't know. I'm assuming. That's the way I always thought it worked, but I don't actually know.
I don't know either. Moving on. But Mario and Sonic at the Olympics Games Tokyo 2020. They announced a bunch of games there's 4 games, I believe, because the Olympics in Tokyo this year, so they're making a lot of games in support, I guess, of it.
Okay.
But there's Mario and Sonic at the Olympics Games Tokyo 2020. Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games Tokyo 2020 Arcade Edition. They made these names ridiculously too long.
Ridiculously too long.
Yeah.
Ridiculously long.
So those are on the Nintendo Switch.
Okay.
And then there's the Olympic Games, the official video game, which is on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PC, and Switch. And then there's Sonic.
You know it's
at
official
the
because the official is in the title.
Yeah,
I love video games.
Official game.
I love video games that have video game in the title.
Yeah, the official video game. Well, it's the Olympic game, the official video game. So game is in the title twice.
Yeah.
Kind of overstating.
I mean, I guess they want to make sure it's clear what you're getting.
Yeah. And well, there's so many of them, they have to differentiate them.
I guess.
And then there's Sonic at the Olympic Games Tokyo 2020, which is an iPhone and Android game. So, whatever system you're playing on, there's going to be something for you. Yeah. So if you're into that.
No, probably not.
I mean, they've done those games before, the Mario and Sonic games and stuff. So it's just, I'm assuming, a new version of that.
Yeah.
So, check it out. Universal Paperclip. Are you familiar with it?
Yes, I played it.
It's a web browser-based game, and we played it
not that long ago.
Yeah, and we were playing it not too far back. They're going to make a movie out of it.
Okay.
For anyone who doesn't know, this is a browser-based game that is
an
all
idle
text,
clicker, an
idle clicking game.
Yeah.
There's kind of a story.
There's kind of a story of like that grows into you're making paper clips and you're manufacturing paper clip off of wire, and then as it your production ramps up and ramps up as you get more and more, and then eventually going into an intergalactic paperclip making.
Which involved also paperclip battles and just ridiculous game.
Is it going to be? I could maybe see it animated.
I have no idea.
I have no idea.
They just announced that it's being made into a movie. This guy
people are just grabbing up whatever properties they can.
I think it is. I really do. It's like, I don't know what that movie would be. It just doesn't sound very good. Valve. We were talking about Valve a couple weeks ago.
We were talking about Valve just a minute.
We were talking about Valve just now, but we were talking about Artifact specifically a couple weeks ago.
Were we?
Yes.
Why?
Because it was bombing.
But
there was only like 500 people playing it. But Valve has finally broke their silence, which they've been silent since December. About what's going to happen with the game. They finally spoke up and said they're going to fix it.
Okay,
that's their plan. They're going to fix it.
That's all they said?
That's really
Did they say how?
We're working on it.
Don't worry, guys. We're gonna fix it.
Yeah.
That's all you need to know.
Yeah,
how are you gonna fix it? We're gonna fix it.
We're gonna fix it.
That's all.
Which is probably more than expected. Because I know most of the people.
I assumed they would just write it off.
Yeah, they were gonna be like, this is a failure.
Yeah.
But they are apparently. It's gonna take time, but they are gonna start. Doing some major patches to make the game better.
Okay.
So that is good.
Sure.
For the first time, someone tried to call me during our show.
Oh, really?
I don't know who it was. It was an unknown number. In 3 years, I never had anyone try to call me during the show.
Yeah, I don't think
that's
I
unusual.
Have either.
Anyway, let's see what else we got here. Borderlands 3 announced, which is cool. I didn't play the first two. Did you ever play?
I played a little bit of both of them.
Yeah.
Like, I think I owned the first one, someone gave it to me, and I loaded it up, and that was it. And I played the second one over at Gary's. We talked about it on this show a little bit.
Well, there's a third one.
I don't really care for it. It's okay. I mean, it's fine. I don't really... I guess we should ask Gary about it. He's a big Borderlands guy. Yeah. Maybe he'll be all excited. To me, it felt like a weak Fallout clone. And maybe that's oversimplifying.
It's Gearbox's Fallout.
Yeah, and I just I never got into it. I know it's very popular. It's got its own style, and it's cool.
Got a sense of humor.
It's popular, but I just never got into it. Yeah. I mean, I thought that's cool. They're coming out with more of them, and I'm not surprised. It's one of their big money makers.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So Gearbox needs it because apparently the last couple games they made have failed. Because they did the Aliens.
Yeah,
Marines or whatever it's called.
Colonial
Marines with bombs, and there was another game they did.
They came up with stuff. That was a while ago.
Yeah, that was a while. They did something else not too long ago, but it apparently didn't do well either. But so they're going back to their big title. Let's see. There was an 82-year-old Skyrim player.
Yeah, I've heard of her.
Shirley Curry.
Yeah.
Curry, not Curly. Shirley Curry. Shirley Curry. She played. She's got a
speech impediment.
Slurring of words. Shirley Slurry.
She streams Skyrim.
She plays Skyrim. She's 82 years old and apparently very popular.
Yeah, I've heard of her. Yeah. I've seen her like on the YouTubes and the internet.
She's out there.
She may not be on YouTube. She may be on Twitch.
I think she's on YouTube.
Wherever
Twitch,
she streams to.
Twitch, I don't know.
But I've heard of her, yeah.
But anyway, she will be a character in Elder Scrolls 6.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty cool.
So all you have to do to be in Elder Scrolls 6 is to be really old and play an old game. A game that's been out for 10 years?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so that's all it takes. So we just gotta wait.
What you read that,
ourselves and then start doing streaming.
See,
on
that's
YouTube.
what you took out of that article.
Yes.
You know what I took out of the article?
What
is that they're using
real people?
3D scans of objects and people for the game.
Oh yeah.
So it's gonna be. I'm excited to see the result of some of that stuff. That's pretty cool.
There's a District 9 board game.
I saw that, and I just was trying to.
It's based on another game the same people made called, but I'm not familiar with, called GDK, I think. So I don't really know much about it because I didn't read it. But I like the movie District 9. It's some kind of battling game where you have this big board and lots of pieces, and you're fighting each other. And
I like the movie.
Intriguing.
I found myself when I saw it, I just couldn't make myself interested. I don't know why. I liked the movie. I don't know.
I think it wasn't immediately obvious how it would tie into the game franchise easily. It seems to me like, it looks kind of like a generic fighting game, which might be, but how does it differentiate by being affiliated with District 9?
Yeah.
Because District 9's basically a character movie. I mean,
it's set in the world.
Set in the world, but it's mostly following one guy.
Yeah.
So how does that tie into the rest?
I don't know if because it sets up a really cool scenario and a really cool world that I would like to see more stuff in, but I don't think we'll ever get anything other than maybe a board game.
A board game now.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. They have announced a Lord of the Rings game. Mm-hmm. Following the character Gollum.
Yeah.
And that's all we got.
Yeah, that's literally it. Yeah.
It's a weird situation because it doesn't tie. It's not tied to the films.
Yeah.
Because they don't have the rights to those.
Yeah.
It's separated, but it's set before the events of the books.
Yeah.
The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings.
So it's like,
it's like him after he's got the rings and he's
like
going crazy.
Yeah.
And you have to make decisions.
The Smeagol.
Yeah.
The Smeagol era.
Yeah, basically. So, it might be good. Who knows?
Yeah.
It's it doesn't come out till 2021.
What's it going to be on?
It doesn't come out till 2021. I don't think they've started it. I think they're just like, we're making this. And then they haven't actually started making it. They made some graphics. But that's it. It's just a little graphic.
Yeah,
one
weird.
Of the title, and that's the whole thing. Let's see. System Shock Remake?
Yeah.
Seems to be going well.
Yeah.
Because we talked about a couple months ago, they kind of started from scratch because they got too big for the riches, maybe.
Yeah.
Or they were making too many changes that didn't feel right for the original game.
Yeah.
And a lot of the fans weren't too happy, but they scratched a lot of that. And apparently, I was reading an article that was talking about... Huh?
Scrapped. Sounded like you said scratched.
That might have been what I said. Sounds like it's more in line with what the original game was like.
Yeah.
And the way they described it, they're trying to go for the feel of the way you remember the game. It won't be exactly like the original game, but it captured that feeling you got.
They're trying to capture the essence of the
game.
The
and
feel.
Apparently it's pretty good.
Yeah.
So, the guy who wrote the article was talking about he got to play it a little bit, and he said he played the original, which I haven't played the original.
I've never played. I played a lot of System Shock 2.
Yeah.
But
exactly.
I never played the first one.
So I am curious about it. And then, of course, there's System Shock 3 coming out as well.
Mm-hmm.
So it might be, if they time it right, we can play the first one and then maybe play the third one.
Sure.
And then finally, Apple announced the Apple Arcade.
Yeah.
Which will launch with somewhere around 100 games. It's a subscription service.
Yeah.
And you can play games on your iPhone, iPad, Apple computer, or Apple TV.
Oh. See, I didn't even think about Apple computer. I remember seeing... No, I saw iPhone, iPad, Apple TV, but I don't remember seeing it saying Apple computer. Because I thought, well, I don't own an iPad anymore, and I don't have an Apple TV. I have an iPhone, but I don't see myself getting heavily into games on it. I play just time waster games on it.
Yeah.
But I do own a MacBook, so maybe I'll play something. Maybe. I don't know. It really comes down to the games that they have and the cost.
They're supposed to have 100 games, and they haven't announced the cost yet.
Yeah.
But it will be a subscription thing.
Yeah.
No ads, no in-game purchases, none of that.
That's cool. I like
Which is nice, especially for mobile.
It really just comes down to the cost.
Yeah.
And
if it's affordable, it might be worth it.
Yeah.
But
I really didn't look at it in depth because I was like, whatever. But now that I think about it, maybe I should go look and see what games they're going to have on it.
They've announced some, but I didn't recognize any of them.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things like, are they going to have any games by anyone we know?
I remember seeing a list. They had a bunch of companies.
Yeah,
involved,
but in some of those, they may be still developing.
Yeah, I think they're still developing stuff.
But it comes out fall of this year, 2019. And so we'll have to keep an eye out.
Is that the year we're in?
We are in the year 2019, Daniel. I know you've been doing some
things have
drugs, so you don't remember.
Yeah. Anyway, I think that's about time.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So we covered some good material.
Lots of material.
Yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily say it was good, but we did cover material.
We talked about Satisfactory.
We did talk about Satisfactory, which is
and honestly, I would
satisfying.
say satisfying. Satisfactory is very satisfying, and I want more.
Mm-hmm.
That
means it's not satisfying.
No, I want more.
If you need more, you're not satisfied.
It's not like no. It satisfies. Therefore, you keep coming back to be continued in your satisfaction. But please go to our website
so you can be satisfied some more.
Yes, if you would like to be satisfied, go to our website at deafandumb.com. That's DAFNDUMB.com. And if by satisfaction you mean listening to podcasts or watching
two guys
us
talk about games,
then that's exactly what you'll get there.
If you're looking for other things that you can also find on the internet, it's probably not there.
It's probably not there, but you can have it open while you do those things, because that's the beauty of a podcast. And we don't judge. I don't care. Do what you want to do.
Just download our show.
Just watch our show.
You don't have to listen to it. Just download it.
It's so pessimistic. Please comment and subscribe and all that stuff, and
we'll keep doing this.
Yeah,
I guess.
We've been doing it for over 3 years. There's no reason to stop now. Are you giving up?
No.
It sounds like you gave up. Well, and on that, thank you very much for listening. I'm Dan May,
and I'm Dudley May, and this has been Deaf and Dumb.